Woo! What's going on, everybody? Here we are. Let's get on one accord. I'm really excited about what's happening right now. Let me take these up. Me dealing with this, the new book, and all of that. Life is almost lifing even more. It's really, really wild. The things that have been happening, the spiritual warfare that I've been through. It's been tough. Attacks on my mind, attacks on my body. I've already had issues with my back, but now it's kind of been heightened to a whole nother level. And I didn't want to get on here. I struggled with this because I didn't want to get on here and I didn't want to get on here and try to paint like this picture perfect situation where new book coming, life is great, and I'm not going through anything, and I'm the guru, y'all need to be listening. Nah, that's not the case. Dealing with people pleasing, dealing with not really feeling alone, being in a room full of people and being isolated at the same time. The Bible talks about how their lips praise me, but their hearts be far from me. And dealing with that, it's like, man, it's almost to the point where every encounter I was having to deal with someone or meeting a new person, it was like, man, I really thought that was a solid connection, and it was not. Again. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you come across somebody else and it's like, oh, well, you feel gaslit because it's like, oh, well, you just don't trust nobody. And it's like, if you knew what I just dealt with, you wouldn't trust nobody either. You saying? So dealing with all of that has birthed the book Sorry I Was Healing. And again, I'm proud of the book. Pre-orders are coming soon. The initial goal is to have it out at the top of the year. 2024 has been a doozy. I went to jail this year. Yeah, I went to jail this year. I experienced the death of my first cousin this year through a tragic murder, and still dealing with the transition of my grandmother, and still really never unpacking the transition of a grandfather and all of that. And it's sometimes hard to deal with healing from that when you just kind of suppress it and go. But all that go without deal, you're gonna end up in a break there. Like me being the author of this book and putting this book out, it is not me being trying to display a view of perfection, but it is a view of, listen, this happened, but you can make it through. It is going to take some work. It is going to take some perseverance. It is going to take some fortitude and some press through itness and all of that. But you can do this. You got this. You got this. So whatever your motivational music is, if that's worship music, if that's some some other you need a little bit more oomph in your audio, do what you got to do for you, because at the end of the day, that's who you got. Family can be there, friends can be there, but the only person who can do the work for you is you. And that's been a hard lesson. And don't be don't feel down about yourself if you happen to be in a situation or a place where it's a little unsure right now, especially for my fellas out there, man. If you don't feel pressured to come up with an answer so bad where you end up trying to fabricate something, right? So oftentimes, our children or the women in our lives, things like that, you can feel a lot of pressure from those areas to come up with a solution right now, fix this right now. And I just challenge you, fellas, to really analyze what's being asked of you. If you don't have the answer, don't feel the pressure to try to come up with something that's going to cause more damage, or basically end up with a different outcome. Yeah, you are protector and provider, and all of that, but be strategic on how you do it. Be strategic. Definitely be strategic. I'm really excited about the book. Sorry I was healing, man. I'm really excited about this book. I really am. I believe it's going to be a powerful, a simplistic, powerful presentation of practical steps to healing and bouncing back and becoming a better you, a better version of you, being a better you today than you were yesterday. That's what it's all about, getting better every day. Whether you play sports, whether you're trying to be the best dad you can be, the best mom you can be, whether you're climbing the corporate ladder, you want to be better today than you were yesterday. And sometimes we are our own worst critics. We are our own worst enemies. We give everybody else grace except for ourselves. And I know that because I'm a victim of it. I'll forgive somebody so quick, and I'm still holding grudges against myself for the last 20 years. I feel like this: if somebody else can pull my coattail before me, then I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm tripping and I'm slipping, and I don't intend to do neither one of them things, right? So with that being said, just giving yourself the grace that you give other people is important. Being kind with yourself is important. Not to say that you don't need a swift kick in the paints sometimes, but be kind to yourself, because again, as you get certain things happen and certain things occur that you didn't plan for this, you didn't factor this in, and life come at you fast. So you're gonna be down on yourself, or you're gonna pick yourself back up and say, all right, that happened, but this is what I'm about to do. Because you got options. You don't have to stay down. You can get back up. And that's what Sorry I Was Healing was all about. I look forward to working with you guys further. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.